It is day 2 of jury selection in the case against former Chicago Alderman Ed Burke.
The once powerful politician is facing corruption charges 5 years after a federal raid on his offices. CBS 2 political reporter Chris Tye is following the proceedings for us. Chris, how close are we to seating this jury on day 2, and what are we learning about the people who are going to make up this group of 12?
It is slow going, Jim and Marie. There's no way around that. We're about 36 jurors, prospective jurors in. The thought is they need about 44 or 45 prospective jurors to be asked questions by the judge and attorneys for all 3 defendants before they feel they have a safe number, and then each side would go through and strike jurors until we finally get to the 12 and then the 6 alternates. So that is probably at least another day away. A reminder, these are people from the top northern 18 counties in Illinois, some people having to drive 2 hours or more to get to federal court every day. Many others are from Chicago, talking about their familiarity with Ed Burke and how the media coverage has made it into their world, the judge telling them to stop that moving forward. Jim and Marie.
Yesterday, Chris, here at the 4:30, you told us about an historical installation in the hallway outside of court that defense attorneys asked to be taken down. Where do things stand now?
Yeah, so the judge had those installations papered over. Those were historical markers kind of indicating past corruption trials here in the Dirksen Federal Building, sketches of George Ryan, George Blagojevich. They were concerned that jurors would walk by those installations, see them, and it might sway them. So the judge did ask the staff here at Dirksen to paper over those installations. Those are now out of view.
That was an interesting issue in the courtroom. And here's another one. Chris, tell us about the fact that there are dogs in the court.
Yeah, you know, cameras aren't allowed inside the courtroom. I was in court as they wrapped up yesterday, and 2 dogs emerged from behind Chambers' door. They opened up, and all of a sudden, these 2 dogs, we have pictures of them. It is Junebug and Birdie. They are Bernese mountain dogs. They are therapy dogs that Judge Virginia Kendall brings in to help console witnesses that may have a day of tough testimony. Once the jury clears out, she brings the dogs in. The gaggle of attorneys, and there are a lot of them here in this case, kind of interact with these animals. It's a very unconventional scene inside a very otherwise rigid courtroom, guys.
Very much so. Really interesting. Well, Chris Tye, thank you again for your updates, and we'll continue to check in with you as they continue to work to seat that jury.